How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to do a quick rundown of my Garmin Striker 5 DV. Normally I would do something like this out on the water, but the reflection from the sun is ridiculous, and I tried to film something like this earlier and it didn't really work out all that well. So I basically just set it to simulator mode, and I'm going to give a rundown of the features and stuff on this unit. So basically, when you power on the unit, this is your basics screen. This is your menu screen where you've got all your options. You got your traditional flasher, down view, waypoint map, etc. So to start off, we're going to go and we're going to use the traditional key. You're just going to press this check. It's basically your enter button. And this is your basic sonar view. Now, you do have a couple customizable options here. I know like the blue is not typical for units like this. Usually you'll see a unit with like a white background or something like that. Garmin's background units are advertised as blue, but what a lot of people don't know is if you press this button here, the 3-line thing, you can go to your sonar setup, press OK. You can go to appearance, press OK, and you can do color scheme. Now if you go to color scheme and you press yellow, if you look, that's going to look just about like your traditional sonar. You can also do, blue here, you can do white, maroon, you've got all these color options, red and green. You've got all sorts of options that you can do for this. It's completely customizable, whatever, if you can't see a certain color super well, it's easily changeable. I personally, I like the blue. I think it looks good. So also in that menu that you have there, in your appearance menu, you have your fish symbols, which help a lot of people that can't read fish finders all that well. You got several options for them. What I like to do is use this one on the bottom left. This basically gives you the fish symbol and then your depth of the water as well. So I'm going to press my back key here and go back to the sonar, and you can see there that these fish symbols pop up. Now this helps somebody, like I said, that is new to reading a fish finder or something like that. And then on your top left corner, I forgot to point this out, you got your water depth, so 34 feet. Water temperature, 57 miles per hour you're traveling. That next one has something to do with the battery, and then your time, which is really nice. So I'm going to go back to my main menu here, and I'm going to go to my next option, which is down view. Now this is basically your I cannot talk today. This is your basic down view menu. The one thing I do wish about this is that the brightness would go a little bit higher. You can adjust your brightness by pressing the power key, and then it has your backlight, which is basically your brightness. So the one thing I don't like is that because this is so dark that I kind of have trouble reading it sometimes. The black background is easy to read when it comes to this, but sometimes when I'm on the water, the reflection or the glare from the sun kind of doesn't make it very easy to read, I guess. So what I like to do is, my favorite way of viewing this is with the traditional and the down view. And basically that'll give you, each of these options. So if you see, let me change this sonar real quick back to the non-fish symbols. So I'll go back. So basically, this is your basic menu. So typically what they say is that on the down view, a fish will show up as a dot. It's really hard to see if it does or not. The down view is not made for picking up fish. It's made for picking up structure. And so it's really hard to pick up fish on this. So that's why I used both of them. And that's why I bought this unit, is because for one reason, like the Humminbird and the Lowrances, for this price point, you can only get, a unit with down view and sonar. This one is nice because it has the waypoint map as well. Now what a waypoint map on this is it's not an actual map. It's not like a map of the lake, with topography and all that stuff. This is basically just a map that will mark your waypoints. So say I run over some structure or something like this here. I'm going to hit this bottom left button here, and this is going to come up. It's going to be your waypoint information. You can go to edit waypoint, name it, put a symbol for it, add some comments, blah blah blah, whatever you want to do. And then you save that, which I'm not going to do. I'm just going to delete it because I don't need that. And then it usually, like, your waypoint will pop up there. And then you can press your plus or minus arrows. You can zoom out. So this is now at 800 feet, zoom in 500 feet, zoom in again 300 feet. So that's what I really like about the unit. It also has this flasher option, which I don't use. I might try it for drop shotting, I'm not really sure, but this is mainly like an ice fishing thing. I can't read these all that well, and I don't really need to. So you've also got a split frequency option. These will give off your different frequencies. Now, the higher the frequency is, I believe, I could be wrong, the higher the frequency is, the narrower your beam is going to be. So basically the sonar will send out a beam, it'll reflect off the bottom and then come back to the transducer, and then that's what gives you your readings. So the 200 KHZ, I don't know what that stands for, is going to be a narrow beam, whereas the 77 is going to be a wide beam. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. It could be the other way around. I'm not really sure. So that's basically, that's your split frequency option, which would be nice too. Then you have, of course, you got your waypoint map all in and of itself. I can't say words. You know, you can do the zoom out thing as well. Then back to your main menu. So that's basically just, you know, a simple rundown of the unit and, you know, the things that I liked about it. I bought this one, like I said, because I was looking at the Humminbird and the Lowrance units, and they did not have the waypoint map like this one does. For, I think Hummingbird's was $250 for the basic DownVü and sonar, and then I think the Lowrance was about $300 for this size, and that only had the DownVü and the sonar as well. Whereas this one I could get the waypoint map, and I heard that Garmin's doing pretty incredible things with their sonar. You know, they're advancing pretty well, so that's why I bought this unit. Figured I'd give it a try, and I have not had any problems with it so far. I love this unit. It picks up on things really well, so you know, I have no complaints with it at all. So if you're looking at getting one, I would highly recommend it. So anyways, thanks for watching this video, guys, and feel free to like, comment, and subscribe.